on the gym or at the gym, regardless of what clothing you wear, the individual will be able to see the work, the progress you are putting in, and that's what matters. Everything else comes second. And alright guys, welcome back to another video on the YouTube channel. Now this one, guys, I believe I titled it "Let Her Leave, Bro," or "Let Her Walk Away." Essentially, guys, in this video we're speaking of the dynamic, again, of masculinity and femininity. Now I've made many videos on this, explaining the polarities, how the energies work as far as being a man opposed to being a woman, how they are diametrically opposing. They are day and night, yin-yang, if you will. There is very little similarity between masculinity and femininity, hence why they work so well.
So you must be sweet,
beautiful,
bro,
who
huh?
would have known, right?
God,
life put two different people on this earth and they mesh beautifully. Who would have known? So essentially, guys, let her walk away, or just let her leave, whatever I titled this, is speaking a bit on the feminine energy. Now, I've dealt with this myself many times, and again, we never make these videos because it's someone's fault, or we don't point fingers. No. The reason I make these videos is simply so as you as men can understand your masculinity and a woman's femininity to the best of our abilities, so we can hopefully, not even hopefully, so we can work together beautifully in this life. So, what the feminine energy does, guys, and you must understand this, is it does, the word is shit test, okay? And it will poke, and really what it does is it will pull away from men at many stages in your relationship, okay? Now here's the thing, I'll get comments saying, well, David, that's bullshit, because if you're good looking, it'll never happen. Grow up. No. Study this shit. Learn this stuff. This stuff has been cited from the biggest universities in the entire world. When I speak this stuff, guys, not only is it from experience, this is from real, tangible, factual stuff, okay? So, essentially what I'm talking about is a woman is going to pull away of any caliber, okay? It doesn't matter if you are an amazing looking guy, it doesn't matter if you're a decent looking guy. You can see celebrities, the biggest celebrities in the entire world, the best looking celebrities, Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, etc., still get filed for divorces, okay? This is evident in feminine energy. This is just what happens, okay? This shit test, or this woman essentially pulling her energy away, it happens regardless. It really doesn't matter what age they are, how good they look, it's universal, okay? We got that out of the way. Now, why does this happen? And why do I say let her leave or let her walk away? What you guys must understand is that a woman pulling away is simply just that. It's a shit test. But I don't even like that word shit test, because that kind of implies like she's doing it consciously. No, women do this unconsciously. They don't even realize they're doing this, and this is why it's no one's fault. What a woman is doing is she's essentially testing your masculinity. Okay? So as men, our role in the relationship is to be essentially as a rock. It is to be stoic. It is to be, when I mean stoic, that doesn't mean you can't express your emotions. That just means you're on your mission, dude. Okay, and that comes first. So when a woman, or even life events, try to pull you away from that, like your friends are like, hey man, come party, come do this. Like, you have to be stoic. Like, sure, you can enjoy a little bit, but you got to come back to the path, right? So women are essentially poking you, right? Or by pulling away, it is poking, right? Backwards, to see like how dedicated you are. Like, do you actually want this? It's similar to this. You know, I used to be a men's physique competitor. I'm currently on a little diet or a little shred right now, so I'm very used to fat loss phase, okay? Kind of the analogy I'm thinking of is like your girlfriend or like people. You know, you say, okay, bet, you know, you're doing this men's physique competition or you're dieting, right? You say you're doing it, cool, prove it, right? I'm gonna bring cookies around you. I'm gonna bring these buttery croissants and this, and like, hey man, let's go out to Jack Astor's or this place, right? It's essentially, you're shit testing them. But you need to do this. They're testing how dedicated are you to what you're doing. So women do this in multitudes of ways, and one of the biggest reasons they do this is they pull back, right? This has happened to me many times in not only just the relationship I'm in now, but like multiple times. It just happens. It's feminine energy. Women pull away because they are testing your sense of worth, essentially. Now here's the problem with this. Let's bring it all full circle. What 90% of men do, and I did this many times, okay, this is why I got burned and I learned from it, I'm trying to help you guys out, is we as men, because we are much more rational and logistical, where, you know, we're much more like thinking, like, you know, I like you, you like me, cool, we leave it like that. So when a woman pulls away, as men, we're like, we start freaking out. We're like, this logically, rationally doesn't make sense. Did I say something? Did I do that 2 weeks ago? Did this? Bro, a woman can pull away out of, like, you don't even have to do anything. That's why I'm making this video. The feminine energy works in circles. It's cyclical. It can feel happy one day and then it can be extremely horrible like in and out. Like back to happy. It's cyclical. Right? Like I said, man, it's much more. The man's been feeling good the whole week. It's probably going to feel good the next day. The woman, you have no clue. Again, it's fault. Men chase women. Right? I've done this. Because we think as a man, this is the logical thing to do. Like, you're pulling away from me. Let me fix this. You see, men, we love to fix things.
I've seen worse.
This is masculine nature.
Right?
We fix things, right? Let me fix this. Where are you going? Why are you running away? Come here. Like, what did I say? The problem with that, though, guys, is you're ruining the shit test. You're not passing the shit test. Like I said, men are stoic. To pass the shit test, you let her go. You show her that, yes, you may be leaving. Now that I'm giving you guys the objectivity to know that they do this, I understand you're leaving. I understand that you have these emotions like this. And that's completely fine. I know my worth. I know my mission. I am sticking to this. I'm sticking as my stone, as my rock, with my passions, what I'm doing, the money, etc., etc. My thing, this comes first. Alright? And what happens is if you let her go, via the reason I titled this, right? If you let her go, just walk away, and you pass the shit test by staying grounded with what you're doing, like you should have been doing the entire time, hence why women shit test you. Are you really doing that diet? Are you really doing that men's physique competition? Because if you are, you are. And if you pass the shit test within a week, could be a few days, could be 2 weeks, she comes back. And not only does she come back, but she comes back 10 times stronger in attraction to you. Because you passed it. You did it, right? It's kind of like I was holding all the cookies in front of you and the croissants for a couple minutes, a couple hours, a couple days. They were chilling on the counter, and you didn't eat them. You passed it. You did it. Now, me as your friend or the person with the croissants knows you're okay. You are serious shit. I get it. I respect it. And that's essentially what a woman do. I respect it. I get it. I tried to dip. You didn't come chasing. You were focused on your purpose. I get it. All right. I'm hopping into your frame. I'm going to make a video soon on keeping your frame as a man, the masculine frame, because this is very, very important. Not that we want to manipulate this, but it's very important. So essentially, guys, that's the whole video. You know, this, again, is based on an amazing channel that I would recommend you guys watch, and a lot of these ideas came from that. It's called Develop Attraction. The guy's name is Christopher Canwell. He's awesome. I actually got his audiobook, guys, which cites over 120 studies done from the biggest universities in the entire world based on feminine and masculine psychology. It's really good stuff. So I would check him out, guys, if you're interested. Develop Attraction. And yeah, so that's it at the end of the day, guys. This will happen at any point in your relationship. It doesn't mean you did anything wrong as a man. Hell, you could be the best looking dude in the world. You could be the richest dude in the world. Women just do this. They need to see, are you going to eat the cookie? Are you going to eat the croissant? At any point in your journey. And you have to prove time and time again, fuck no, I'm not. I'm not gonna eat the croissant. I'm sticking through with this diet, with this men's physique competition. And every time and time and time and time and time and time again, she will come back, not only at the state she was at before, but way more attractive. Promise. So that is that, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Apply this, apply it. That's all I can say. And you guys will have great results. So if you guys liked it, please do give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. You guys know the deal down below. Share it with a friend. Let's reach 10K on the channel. And as always, guys, if you are interested, there is one-on-one coaching where you can work with me on a more personal level at improving your health, relationships like this, finding your passion, and or serving that to the world. There is always the step below, which is the workshop, where I take 20 of you men per month per workshop, and I coach you guys in those 4 areas. And the lowest step is the course, an online university style course, 3.5 hours long, explaining just that. 3 rungs. Join the tribe, guys. Really, invest in yourself and let me be of resource to you, because I know how much this can help. If not, no worries. You guys have all these YouTube videos for free, and the whole point is to help you guys as men, okay? As you guys truly help me. So that's that. Thank you guys so much. Catch you in the next video. Much love. Peace. And alright, guys, welcome back to another video on the David Hammond YouTube channel. Now in this one, guys, we're speaking of a bit of a deeper topic, because this one hits home to me, and I know a lot of you guys can relate with this, because I read your comments, I get DMs, and I see where this whole manosphere sometimes heads, and it can be very dark and dangerous and full of lies, and I don't want you guys to believe this. So I want you to know that I don't make these videos to make you feel all joyful and happy and just lie to you. This is factual. This is actually how it is, which can be very hopeful and empowering to you guys. So in this one, we are speaking of how to attract women when you're dead broke, okay? Or how to attract women when seemingly you have nothing going on. Maybe you're not the best looking dude. Maybe you still live at your mom's house. Maybe you're not caking. You don't have your own car. You don't have all these things. Because I see a ton of these videos of these guys out there who will make fun of you and point fingers saying, you won't be able to attract women unless you have all of these things. And maybe even I've said this to a certain extent revolving money, looks, and status. But I want to make this very clear, okay? Very, very clear. That all comes secondary. Now, I've said this beforehand in videos that these tangible manifestations are merely just that, tangible manifestations. Tangible manifestations of the underlying root of what really matters. It's similar to this, okay? You think of like a disease or a cold, right? There are physical manifestations of that cold. Does that make sense? So maybe you have a sore throat, maybe you are coughing, maybe you have headaches. But those are just the physical manifestations of the underlying, deep, inherent cold. Maybe inherent was the wrong word, but the deep cold within you that maybe you can't see. The cold is causing this to happen, not the other way around. You don't get a headache and cough and then the cold comes. You have a cold and then the cough and the headache and this comes. Now those may be bad physical manifestations. Well, it's the exact same thing with things coming to money or looks or your car or all these things that seemingly a lot of people are going to have you believe that you must have in order to pick up women. You see, what I'm relating to here, fellas, is not so much the cold within, but your masculine drive. Okay? Something each and every one of you
So many people ask me, Felicia, what is the minimum amount that I need to get started with investing?
And alright guys, welcome back to another video on the David Hammond YouTube channel. In this one, guys, we are speaking or explaining of dealing with heartbreak, okay? Now, I know this may sound a little left field, or like, David, you make no-fap videos in this. Why are you speaking about heartbreak? You guys gotta keep in mind, this is a full, holistic self-development channel where we speak of many areas of life that maybe I've been affected by, and I know you guys will or have been affected by. Why this exact video? Am I going through this at the moment? Absolutely not. My relationship is fine, but I don't know, I just felt inspired to make this, so maybe some of you guys are, because I definitely do have people close in my life who are, and it will happen to you if it hasn't yet, okay? In a beautiful way. I don't mean that to like, haha, it's gonna happen. Like, no. It's actually an amazing thing, okay? So, little story time for David, okay? David was once deeply in love, okay? Where I'd never felt this before, because my entire life I was more or less alone, okay? This is kind of like a story time video. I was kind of alone, where I just chose to work on myself. You know, self-development's been a big practice or hobby in my life for the past 7 years, and all throughout high school, you know, even up to like university and kind of beyond, I chose not to really have girlfriends. I just, for whatever reason, even friends, I just, you know, because of circumstances, I said, you know, it's all good, I'm just gonna focus on myself, you know, physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever. And so I didn't really believe in like falling in love, or like when all these guys would be in relationships and so like entranced, or is that the right word, enthralled with their significant other. I was kind of like, I didn't really believe it. I was kind of like, this is BS. Like when people say like, oh, they've fallen, or this is the chick, like maybe because I didn't experience it till then, and I was just like, dude, like no, this, I don't know. I was a non-believer, okay? Until one time there was this person, and I'm obviously not gonna say who. This was maybe about about 3 years ago or so, and man, dude, she swooped me off my feet. I know this may sound so silly, but I just remember, I was maybe around 18 years old, I think, so about 3-4 years ago, and I just remember, like, I never felt anything like that. I was so obsessed, like, dude, it was crazy. I just remember, like I was like, you're not real. Like, this feels like a movie, like a fictional character, okay? So, long story short, what happened, you know, she split with me, heartbroken, within, like, a month, and I was shattered. I had never grieved over a girl. Granted, I hadn't had many girlfriends from that point. I've been with quite a few girls, but girlfriends, I only had a few. But man, like, I'd never grieved over a girl before, never. Like, I was like, this only happens in the movies, and for about 2 months, I was, like, honestly upset. Now here's where I'm going to come full circle, okay? Because all is good now, you know, obviously with a new girl, I've been with quite a few girls. This was like 4 years ago, okay? All is good now, and I'm so thankful for that, okay? Maybe she's watching this down the road as I blow up and get super famous, you know, maybe she'll see this and be like, fuck, I did do that, didn't I? But, you know, much love. I want to kind of bring it full circle to you guys and why heartbreak is actually an amazing thing, okay? So, essentially, when I met this girl,
I thought you were
I was going through a major shift in identity, okay? I had a fitness business at the time that I was just about dropping because maybe if some of you guys know my story, it was called Mondo Fit. It was a fitness business, I was a personal trainer, and although I brought fitness back now 4 years later, at the time I was dropping it, and that's because I felt in my heart that there was more for me to explore in life. I wanted to find my passions, one of them being philosophy and psychology. I have an entire channel and business on this, but back then it wasn't so profound. It was kind of maybe a little bit more dormant. I didn't realize it. And so what naturally happened is around the same time I met her, I dropped the fitness business. In fact, it was the day I dropped the fitness business. I think she followed me on Instagram and then found me on Snapchat, like we started talking, etc. Like the day of, it was crazy, the timing. And I believe the reason I was so enthralled by her was, dude, it was on a very soul level. And essentially, I believe the reason I was so enthralled with her was because of how inspired I was from her. She was such a pivotal character in my life that really changed the entire trajectory, what's the word? Motion of where my life was going, okay? So if some of you guys are aware, I am also a photographer and videographer. I have an entire business on that, a separate YouTube channel, David Hammond Visuals, that I've been doing for about 4 years. Well, who do you think got me into that, right? Who do you think inspired me to do that? It was her. And that's because obviously she at the time was delving into that, and I'm not going completely into depth. So the takeaway and why I was so grateful is a lot of times, guys, in relationships, I believe the reason we become, or we are so in love or enthralled with these particular people is not, believe it or not, is not so much for the individual, the person itself, but it's the qualities and characteristics that that person is able to reveal in ourselves. Right? Let that hit. I think I was so enthralled in love with her because of the characteristics, or who she was essentially teaching me to become. The photo, the video, the creativity, the arts. I was dormant to that beforehand. Prior, my life was just fitness and kind of physical sports. I didn't think I could be creative. And maybe by seeing this individual, whether or not I knew it, I saw that life, that creativity, and I became in love with that. And what happened is as she left that with me, and I've carried that into my life and my business to the day I die. And I truly believe that no one else could truly teach me like she could. So if you guys are going through a relationship or maybe heartbroken yourselves, try to look for the gift of what that person gave you or what they taught you, because I guarantee you were so emotionally attached and enthralled with this person, there was something deeper than just that person. There was something you were seeing. Maybe you consciously didn't know it, but there was something. And I think that's what you fell in love with. I'm sure the person was great, but I think on a soul level, we kind of know what we need and how we need it. And life will, give us the answer one way or another. So that's that. I know this is a bit of a poetic video, kind of a story time with me. I hope that was of resource to you guys. It was just my experience myself, and hopefully this can help you guys. I'll finish the video here because there are people definitely coming in now. Thank you guys so much. As always, there is self-development coaching down below, guys, at www.selfdevelop.com. If you yourself want to improve your health, relationships, find your passion, or be able to serve the rest of the world, definitely check out the Instagram if you guys are interested. Quite a few of you have been following, and I will talk to you guys in the next video, which will be tomorrow because I'm doing daily videos, at least at this moment of recording. So, again, love you all. Thank you guys so much. A little story time able to do these. Until then, much love. Peace.
Look professional with GoDaddy. Let's say there are 2 new emails in your inbox. One from a legit-looking business, and one from whatever this is. Customers only open emails they can trust. Get a domain with a matching professional email so your business actually looks like a business. Earn your customers' trust at GoDaddy.com.
Get out of my face!
She'll be just fine without me.
Alright guys, welcome back to another video on the David Hammond YouTube channel. In this one, guys, we are speaking of should you have a girlfriend or should you hook up? Essentially, should you hook up with girls or should you have a girlfriend? Kind of the two big parallels because, you see And alright guys, welcome back to another video on the David Hammond YouTube channel. Now in this one guys, as we are cranking daily videos, at least as of right now, just back to back to back to back, we are speaking of the no contact rule. Okay, now I know to some of you guys this may sound super vain, super silly. Hell, even me when I first found this out, you know, the name of it like a month ago, I was like, this is the stupidest thing in the world, and I do believe so. You know, if you're manipulating and using it for vanity metrics, it will just bite you in the ass. There is no good from it, trust me, okay? Anything you do out of fear to manipulate people, it will come right back at you, and it will not serve your best interest. Believe me, believe me, believe me. So, as a bit of disclosure, guys, what is the no contact rule? Okay, this is something that, you know, men this is like a basic human primitive dynamic that people practice day to day. I simply had no clue it was called the no contact rule, but like once I saw a video, I was like, oh, okay, that's what you guys call it. So essentially, guys, the no contact rule, or no contact, really is essentially what it is. Why no contact works so well. I think that's what I'm going to title it. By the way, we have the T is simply that. It's no contact. So usually it's with like an ex or like your girlfriend or your boyfriend, where even a friend, to be honest, you know, the psychology of humans is really no different regardless if you're a guy or a girl. You know, psychology to an extent still affects us all. And the no contact rule is just not contacting them. Now, that's it, like that, the no contact or no contact, whatever you guys want to call it, is just not, you know, not hitting up your boyfriend, your girlfriend, saying, hey, what's up, what's going on, bada bada boom. It's creating space, okay? Now, let me break down the dynamic of this, why this works, whether you're a guy and a girl. Particularly, though, it will benefit you best, I feel, if you are a guy, you know, maybe using it to a girl. And again, we don't use this for metrics or for vanity reasons, none of this stuff. I just want to explain to you guys why it works, and, you know, maybe what you should do instead. Maybe I think there can be setbacks with it. So, the reason it works, simply put, guys, is because people in general, we love mystery, okay? We like to attain or grab things that we know are outside of us, right? We like to strive for things, I should say, that are bigger than us, that are quote-unquote better than us. Now, nothing's really better than you. That's completely subjective and up to yourself, but for the sake of this video, maybe a promotion, maybe a better job, maybe a better house, the car, right? These goals, these things that, you know, we want to grab, aspire towards. This is just human nature. This is hypergamy in a nutshell, and I don't even mean just to people, just in general, wanting to progress and move forward. Now, what no contact essentially does is it creates that dissonance, it creates that space, it creates that void, if you will, because you must understand that, psychologically speaking, we understand that, for the most part, things that are better than us, again, there's nothing really better than you, but better than us, usually we have to go to. Like I want a Jeep Wrangler as an example. I understand that this Jeep Wrangler is not just going to pull up to my front door and be like, hey David, I've been looking for you all week, buddy, what's up? No, for the most part, we aspire to get that, we work to that, we hustle to that. So what no contact is doing is it is creating that space, it is enabling that area for that person to come to you, whatever you say, right? Or vice versa, you know, it doesn't matter. So
you down to represent, baby? Yeah.
Like, so let's bring it full circle. David, why would you use no contact, or how are people using no contact? Now, the majority of people are using no contact in a form of kind of manipulation, and it's bullshit. And I'm going to tell you straight up. You know, people are like, oh, I'm not going to text this person for like weeks or a month, and they're going to think about me, and I'm going to be all mysterious. And although that psychologically may be true to an extent, you know, people aren't, for the most part, desperate. Like if you don't message someone for a month, or you don't do something, like, people have other things on their mind. You are not the top priority for a lot of people, and this is maybe a hit to your ego, but like, no one really cares about you that much. So yeah, you can create this no contact or this dissonance, and it may work to a certain extent, but the reality is, guys, is that more times than not, you're just going to realize that they forgot about you, they don't care about you, and the reason is because you were using it for vanity, materialistic measures. Oh, I'm going to attain this person and get this, and they're going to, like, don't do it, man. I've tried this in the past. Don't. I didn't know it was called no contact, but I've tried this shit. Dude, it's all BS, okay? What you need to do instead as a man or a woman, it really doesn't matter, is you need to create that dissonance, but do so in healthy ways. And the best way to do this is to focus on your passions, your purpose, your life. This is what I always say. This is the best no contact rule you could use. Right? Because when you naturally begin to fill your day with things that you enjoy doing, you are naturally and organically creating this dissonance right? Where the people of no contact are doing it artificially. The funny thing is they're pretending that they have all these things going on. Meanwhile, they're just at home fucking doing nothing, just waiting for you to message them. That is out of fear. That is child-based. We are men. You guys watching this, we have no time for this. We have no time to play games as far as I'm not going to text her for 3 days and like, no, man. Just don't do it. Focus on your passions and your purpose. And I've been a victim of this. Trust me, I've done this. This is why I'm telling you guys. In the long term, it's not worth it. It's childish. Focus on your passions. Make your videos. Go out. Do your things. Work out. Focus on your businesses. That will naturally fill your time, right? And through that, people around you will begin to say, hey, you know, you haven't messaged me in a while. You're doing badass things. I want to be a part of your life. Guy, girl, dog, cat, I really don't care. So to finish the video off and to bring it full circle, that is what no contact is. That is why it works. But I wanted to explain in this video why it works, whatever I titled this. In my opinion, I do not think you should use it for vanity metrics because it will backfire on you. Trust me. Instead, I think you should naturally create this dissonance or space via doing the things or filling your day with activities you enjoy doing. That will be the most organic, pleasing way, not only to yourself, but the people around you. So if you're looking for a solution to find your girlfriend or you're this or you're that, fuck this no contact stuff. Just focus on yourself and let things fall into place. That is what real men do. That is what real adults, guys, girls do. We don't play childish games and manipulate. That will get you nowhere far in life. It's very short-term and temporary. Again, I say this from experience based in the past. All right, we have no time for this. We're not childish. We focus on ourselves, and we let everything else fall into place. So that is that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Making sure we're recording. Imagine if I wasn't recording the whole time. I was just spitting passion. Give it a thumbs up, guys. Subscribe, comment, all of that. And as always, guys, there is coaching down below, self-development coaching, as well as the course. So if you yourself want to improve your health, relationships, stuff like this, find your passion or be able to serve it to the world, the self-development course, 3.5 hours long, is for you, as well as coaching if you guys really want to take it to that next step. You can find out more about it down below, links below, and I'll finish it there. Thanks, guys. Much love. Focus on yourself. Let the rest fall into place, and I'll finish it there. Love you guys. Till then. Peace. And alright guys, welcome back to another video on the David Hammond YouTube channel. I don't know what that was. By the way, we have Kiro behind me. Kiro, who's that? Kiro's my dog, guys. She is a 10-year-old golden retriever, and she's like, David, why are you not walking me? Let's go. But your boy has to make his videos first. And alright guys, welcome back to another video on the David Hammond YouTube channel. Now in this one, guys, we are speaking of what to do once you get the girl. Okay, now I get probably 100 DMs a day on my Instagram. Not even talking about comments, because you guys know it's pretty nuts, and I reply to like 99% of them. I'm so appreciative and grateful. But I get a lot of DMs and comments, and I even see a lot of videos. A big recurring theme, essentially, what I'm saying is, you know, there's a lot of talk on picking up girls and using all these tactics and like keeping masculine frame and all this, which is true. You know, a lot of it can be true. But the problem is, guys, it's very short term and it's almost very short lived. Like, you do all these things and you become this person, and maybe all these like little short term things, I don't know, you say certain things or wear certain things to get this girl, right? To get this girl attracted to you, and that's awesome. But what happens once you get her, right? Maybe you had the one night stand, that was good. But what happens if either A, you want to pursue her, like maybe you want to get to know her more, maybe possibly date, or just see her on a regular basis? You know, I feel a lot of guys, they freak out in this situation because they're like, oh shit, now she's going to see the real me because, you know, she's going to see through these little pickup things or this, or I was faking it and yada yada. And a lot of times that's the truth. Like, a lot of you guys were faking it, or you're told to act certain ways for that certain time, which, look, I'm not saying it didn't work. Maybe it worked for that certain day, right? You went to the club. Maybe you traveled, you're never going to see this girl again. Well, then in that case, this video is not for you. But I'm talking about what happens if you're like, you know what, maybe I want to see her more than once. Maybe I want to get to know her. Maybe she can help benefit me in my life, my passion, my purpose, in some meaning. Or just, yeah, all right? What do you do? So, see, this is the video that not a lot of you guys are going to want to hear, because this is actually why very few people get into relationships nowadays. Relationships are not easy. they're not easy. In my opinion, they can be extremely rewarding. I know a lot of you guys may disagree with that, and you think you should just stay single because of like the promiscuity and how woman nature is so bad and oh so horrible. And that's fine if you think that. You know, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I think if you can begin to understand and learn it, and really understand and maximize your own potential with them, I think it can be beautiful. So I'm not going to tell you whether to date or not. That's not what this video is. But essentially, what do you do? What do you do once you got the girl? Guys, if you have the girl and you want to continue to pursue her, which a lot of you guys should, you better have your shit together. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. You better have your shit together because you're right. Those tactics that you use aren't going to prevail. They're going to burn out. She's going to see right through it. She's going to realize, like if you were trying to act like this big alpha tough guy and all of a sudden she gets back with you on the third day and realizes you were a little beta ass bitch. Okay, I hate to use these words. She's gonna notice it, and she's gonna realize, you little fucker, you fooled me, like, or vice versa. Like, we've been fooled by women, right? Catfish, right? Where, like, you see them at the club, they're beautiful, and, like, a few days later, you're like, what the fuck happened? It's the same thing. You're gonna realize, like, this isn't what I signed up for, and you will lose, right? That's kind of evident. So, with women to men, okay, because we're men. I'm not a woman. I don't wear makeup. I can't relate to that extent. You have to have your shit together, and you have to have shit going for you. Now, here's the beautiful thing. I am not saying that you have to be this massive 6'4", jacked guy with $100,000 millionaire. I'm not saying any of that. I'm very far from that, okay? Like, I get it. And when I was with my girlfriend or attracting a woman, I didn't have all these bells and whistles. Now, would have it helped? Absolutely it would have helped. I'm not disregarding that. You know, being big and all this stuff, it helps. We live in a pretty superficial world. I'm not gonna lie, it helps. But that comes secondary. What really matters is your drive, okay? Now, maybe I'm sounding like a broken record because I've said this so many times, but I need to beat this through your head, guys, because there's so many of you who are pessimistic and think that, you know, women are just a waste of time and I just, you know, I'm not good enough and yada. Like, there's just a whole bunch of fucking fear and bullshit and just insecurity. There's a lot of, like, a lot of you guys are very, very insecure. A lot of you guys. And I want to try to rid that, okay? I want to try to help that. That's the whole purpose of this channel. You have to have shit going for yourself. Are you going to the gym? Are you learning new things? Are you reading? Are you meditating? Are you, you know, maybe putting yourself out there to enhance your social circle? Are you trying to learn new skills? Are you working on that side hustle? Okay? Notice how I didn't say you have to be a fucking millionaire. You don't have to have all the friends in the world and all the bells and whistles. But are you at least trying to? Right? Are you attempting to? Because if you are, your woman, or that girl, you know, after the first date, she will feel that, right? I just had a client call earlier on today, and one of the big fears was, I feel I can't get women because I have nothing going for me. And it wasn't so much that he didn't have anything going for him, it's just he wasn't taking action towards the things that he wanted to do. You see? Women can tell when a man is a hustler, and women can tell when a man is, even if he doesn't have it right now, he will have this. Period. They've done studies on this, guys. Women can feel masculine energy like a mofo. There are literally pheromones attached to testosterone. The scientific word, I believe, is androstenedione or some massive word, but women can feel it. It's essentially what I'm saying. So if you, as men, you want to maybe keep this girl long term because she's able to benefit you as you're able to benefit her, move forward in life, right? Then you gotta have shit going for you. You. Right? It's not so much what's around you, it's you. You have to have shit going for you. You. Your drive, right? Your passion, your want to succeed. If you have that, dude, I am telling you, try this for yourself. There will be a much higher chance that woman will stay with you. Now, am I guaranteeing you that she's gonna stay with you because you have this drive and vigor? No, I'm not guaranteeing it, okay? I can't guarantee anything. There will be some women that are very superficial and maybe just only want you because of your looks or you're this. And if that's the case, then on to the next. But I guarantee you there are women out there who will stay and will see you for your drive and vigor. I promise you. This is psychological, guys. Okay? Women want a man who they know, this motherfucker can be a good mate for me. This guy can protect me. He can provide for me. He can help me out. And that only comes if you are willing to do that. Right? I mean, you can have all the bells and whistles, but if a woman can feel that, dude, you're a lazy ass motherfucker and you just got everything gifted and handed to you, pff, see how far that's gonna get. Trust me. Trust me. And I can already see a lot of people disagreeing in the comments saying, no, David, if you're not a chatter of this, you're fucked and you'll never want, like, again, there's a lot of insecurity, guys. There's a lot of you guys out there who are very unaware, insecure, That was me. That used to be me in the, back in the days. And I just want to let you know that you're enough, you're okay, you can work on yourself, you can build yourself, you can have this vigor and this drive that women do find attractive far past just the first date. I promise you, regardless of your age. Of course, it's going to be easier the younger you are, but no, actually, no, I take that back. No, man, I mean, this is why you see time and time again, women going for the starving artist, or women going for the jock or the athlete, even if he doesn't have all the bells and whistles, like, he's a motherfucking champion. Or the underdog. So many women go for underdogs. It's nuts. It's crazy. Right? You see this, the symbolism of this in movies. Right. But again, I'm not saying every girl's gonna do it. Some women are very superficial. Very, very superficial. And the thing is, guys, is like, you wouldn't even want those women to be long-term anyway. So either way, you're blessed. There's a natural filtration system. Why do I know this? Because it's been my experience. I've been with my girlfriend for nearly 3 years now, and my first, just recently up until now, I'd been really struggling with a lot of things. And at times it may seem like there's no reason superficially to stay with me. But I knew what I could bring to the table, and I knew the drive I had, I knew the tenacity I had, I knew that I would fuck anyone up, and I knew that, like, I'm not quitting until I fucking grab every fucking thing I want from life, period, and more. And she knew that. Right. And she stayed with ease. I'm not gonna say with ease, but that's how women work. So I'll finish it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this made sense. I hope it helped you guys. You don't have to agree with me. You can disagree. That's completely fine. I'm not saying this is the be-all, end-all, but I am saying this is factual, and this will help you if you choose to apply this and do it. Do it. What is that? Do or no, what does Yoda say? Do or do not. Think. Try. Do or do not. Do not try. I'm bashing it, but something like that. Anyways, that is it, guys. I appreciate you. I love you. Apply this, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, share this with a homie, share it with a friend, and I'll finish it on the plugs, guys. As always, there's always one-on-one self-development coaching. There's still some spots open where I help you guys improve your entire lives, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, essentially, improve your health, relationships, find your passion, service to the world. There is the self-development course, 3.5 hour long pre-recorded course that does just that. Some of you guys, you guys have been loving that. And the middle ground, which is really the hammer for most of you guys, that's the self-development workshop. All right, I'm recording this, guys. There's around a week left till we go live. We already have quite a few spots, but there's still around, I'm not going to say exactly the number, but there's still some spots left. I only take 20 of you guys, and I've taken 20% off the entire workshop. So if you guys have been thinking about it or debating it, trust me, now is the time, guys. Already it's cheap enough, and I'm never going to be, trust me, I'm not going to be doing 20% off again in the future. It's just for this first workshop because I want to fill this up and I want to get you guys in. So 4 calls, guys, 4 1-hour live stream calls with unlimited messaging in between, a group of 20 of us men, and we're just going to flourish and thrive. And we go live in about a week. So if you're interested, 20% off, guys. Check it out. It's first come, first serve. If it's sold out, I'm sorry it's sold out, but I would definitely check it out if you are ready and interested in I was on a roll in enhancing or changing your entire life. So that's that, guys. I love you all. Thanks so much. Catch you in the next one. Apply this. I love you guys. That's it. Peace. Peace. And alright, guys, welcome back to another video on the David Hammond YouTube channel. Now, guys, I've been a little MIA for the past couple days or so, just been busy with the workshop clients, you guys, really just taking that into consideration, but also just taking a little step back, little time to reflect, relax, and of course, sip on some good coffee. You ready for this? Which a ton of you guys don't like when I sip. We're just gonna make that a meme or a prominent theme of this channel. Anyways, guys, in this one, sit back, relax, guys. We're gonna have a fun time, just chill out, catching some good old golden hour, and yeah, let's run it. So in this one, guys, we're speaking of why no contact is bullshit. Okay, you heard that right, no contact is bullshit. Now, I made a video, maybe I'll tag it up here, on what no contact is and why it works so well. Now, I am not saying no contact doesn't work, alright? It does work, but I am saying that for a good amount of you, no contact is bullshit, and in fact, it will really just do you no good, okay? So if you guys haven't seen that video or you don't know what no contact is, check up the video out there, learn that. If you guys are familiar with what no contact is, essentially it's just when you don't contact a woman, okay? It's when maybe you guys have taken a break, you broke up, she left you, usually it's she left you, and you just don't contact her, you know, you kind of move on with your life. But there's the thing, guys, there is the issue. A lot of you guys, I know this because I have you as clients or I get hundreds of DMs a day. A lot of you guys are doing no contact, but you're not doing it for the right reasons. Or really, it's a false no contact. Like I said beforehand, you use no contact because as a man, you should be busy focused on other things. A lot of you guys are using no contact and you're forgetting to be busy doing other things. Does that make sense? Right, you guys must understand that the most organic, natural form of no contact, or really what it stems back from, psychologically, physiologically, from a feminine and masculine perspective, is that you as a man, masculinity is focused on purpose, on progression, on drive, whether this is improving your business, your health, your mentality, it could be relationships, just progressing in certain endeavors. Now, you as a man, I just got off a client call, when you guys are busy, focused on these endeavors, you naturally will permeate or give off this essence of no contact. And that's simply just because you're busy. You're not using it to manipulate, you're not using it to be stingy. And if you notice that video I made beforehand on no contact, I said we don't use no contact to manipulate. I said that very first at the beginning of the video for a reason, because a lot of you guys are using no contact to manipulate. You're using it out of fear, and that is why it is bullshit. It's why it's not working for you guys, okay? I say this because I've done this myself. Hell, I mean, I didn't even know it was called no contact. It's just I used to manipulate. I used to do these things because I feel as men, we all do this, you know. We all try to pretend that we're so tough, pretend that, you know, we're so much stronger and better than we actually are. And because of that, we don't get the results we're looking for with women, right? And that's because women can sniff the bullshit. They can understand, like, hey, I can understand you're trying to play tough, or you're trying to play this no contact game, when in reality you're lacking the base, the ground, which is the masculine energy of progressing. This is why when I receive 50 to 100 DMs a day, speaking and expressing on how, David, you know, should I go no contact? This girl left me, to this, to that, to that. I don't say go no contact. I say, motherfucker, work on yourself. I say use this as fuel, use this as energy to build yourself anew. And the reason I say that is because by you organically building yourself anew, what will naturally happen? No contact. But you guys must understand, the reason no contact works, and why I made that video, it does work, 100% it works, is because of that base. It's because you're a man, you're busy, you're doing things, you're progressing, and this primitively is what a woman is looking for. You see, a woman, you know, guys, we like to really just play the victim game and just point fingers saying women are bad or their nature is this and this, and like, you know, whether that's true or not, it comes back to a deeper psychological reason, and that reason is because you as a man are either a good fit or you are not, period. It's not the woman's fault. That's like judging the mirror. You don't judge the mirror if you don't see what you like. You judge yourself. Women are just mirrors back to the lack of masculinity you have or do not have as a man, right? And I'm not saying I'm any perfect man. I'm continuously working on this. That's the whole pursuit of this channel. I'm just documenting my experience. I don't claim to be better than any of you guys. This is just a back and forth. So to bring it full circle, guys, the reason no contact is bullshit is because you're using it for the wrong reasons. You're not actually organically allowing to just permeate or pervade through you. And that naturally, organically happens because you're busy. If you're not busy and you're sitting at home all day, and I know this because I have clients, guys, and hey, I respect you guys, but I'm just telling you how it is. A lot of you guys just sit at home all day and just pretend like you're busy. You use this no contact stuff as if you're doing stuff when you're not. You're at home just on your phone the whole day, probably jerking off. It won't work that way. It won't work. And I don't have to explain why. It just won't work. And you're doing it all for the wrong reasons. You use breakups, you use this motivation, you use any time a girl leaves you or this or that to build yourself up anew. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters. All the pickup shit you guys use, all this no contact shit you use, all these games and tactics, none of that matters. That is all secondary. That's all out of manipulation. That's all out of fear. None of that matters. In fact, that is actually counterproductive. The whole point of the breakup is to move on, to continue building yourself up. Whether she comes back or not from no contact doesn't fucking matter. It never mattered. That was always secondary. What mattered is who you now are, who you have become, right? You understand? So stop using no contact. It's bullshit. Focus on yourself, focus on your passions, focus on your crafts, your endeavors, your health, the hard stuff, the stuff that none of us as men want to do. You focus on that, you will naturally embody no contact. But not because you're trying to get her back, because you're a badass motherfucker who has better things to do. And if she comes back, great. If she doesn't, it didn't matter. It's not why you did it. So I'll finish it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helped. Run it, kill it, guys. No contact for life or not for life. It got a little darker, you know, but anyways. That's it. I'm gonna finish it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, guys, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. You guys know the deal. And I'm now going to be doing a giveaway, okay? I've been wanting to do this giveaway for a little bit of time, but I really wanted to establish the workshop first. It's running, we're killing it. You guys, the 15 of you, 16 of you, absolutely love you guys. But now it is time for the giveaway. So, the self-development course, which many of you guys have been purchasing and you love. All right, guys, I normally charge 120 USD for it. I'm gonna be giving it completely away for free. So one of you guys, 120 bucks, completely free of the course, a 4-hour-long course on improving your health, relationships, finding your passion, serving to the world, becoming a self-developed man. All you guys gotta do is 1, like this video, 2, you gotta subscribe to the channel, and then 3, just screenshot that and follow me over on Instagram. Shoot me a DM showing me the proof, and you are entered to the giveaway. In a week's time, maybe even less, I'm gonna be announcing the winner. So make sure you're following the Instagram to see if you've won. All right, guys, all you gotta do: 1, like the video; 2, subscribe, screenshot that. Go over to my Instagram, follow, shoot me a DM, show me the proof, and you're entered. I'm going to be choosing a winner around 5 to 6 days, and if you win, you win. $120 course, completely yours, no strings attached, no gimmicks, nothing. So that's that, guys. Instagram is down below, you can check it out. Till then, guys, I appreciate you all. Talk to you next time. Go crush it. Fuck no contact. Peace. And alright, guys, welcome back to another video on the David Hammond YouTube channel. Now in this one, guys, straight to it, we are speaking about why she is not texting you back, or why she hasn't texted you back, okay, guys? I know this sounds superficial, and David, this shouldn't matter, yada yada. Well, it does, motherfucker, okay? I receive hundreds of DMs a day from you guys expressing your pain of why this isn't happening, of why she isn't texting you back. I have client calls, numerous amounts of why this happens, and I really just want to hopefully be a resource to you guys. So this, I'm not saying it's not going to happen again, because it's going to happen to me, it's going to happen to you, it's just what happens, but at least you can have the foresight and understanding of why it happens, so hopefully we can prevent it. Short answer, guys, why she isn't texting you back: because she has no goddamn... And alright, guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video on the Self-Developed YouTube channel, guys. Now, it's a little earlier. If I look a little tired, well, you know why, okay? Anyways, in this one, guys, we are speaking of one major, massive mistake that a lot of men make, okay? I would argue that, I would say, probably even like 50% of you guys have made this mistake. I've made this mistake. People very close to me have made this mistake. It just happens, okay? And I just was on Facebook, you know, with the workshop, and I saw a post, and that kind of inspired this, because I don't want this guy to make this mistake, okay, guys? That is... Are you ready? Wake up, David. That is pedestalizing women, okay? Now, before you guys give it dislikes, or you think, you know, whatever you think, let me explain why, okay? In the most tangible, basic, practical, pragmatic standpoints. What you guys understand at this point, because you've watched this channel, is the two predominant energies in man or woman, okay? So this is masculinity or femininity, or testosterone or estrogen, you could say, okay? Now, as you guys know, testosterone or masculine energy, it's very progressive. It wants to move forward. That's its entire reason and purpose it's here. Similar to trees or empires, sport teams, businesses. Every single year they get better. That is their one and only objective. That is number one. It's the first objective, right? You start a business so you can keep growing the business, right? Femininity, on the other hand, it's very nurturing. It's very caring, loving, supporting. And with that, it wants to support the masculine. So almost like a tree, right? Growing strong and tall. The feminine wants to support this, like good rain or soil, right? As there's literally good, it's raining out right now, good rain and soil. So with that said, men pedestalize their mission, their business, their empire, right? The sport team. Okay, that's what's innate inside of us. It's not something we even have to try to brainwash ourselves or want. It's innate. Similar to taking a shit. It's going to happen. There's no way of like trying to block it or saying, I don't want to take a shit today. It's like, it doesn't fucking matter. You're going to. Okay, that's what masculinity is. The issue, guys, with a lot of men, I've made this, you guys have made this, is when we begin to pedestalize women, we are now putting them or treating them as that mission. And now on paper this may seem, you know, fine, and maybe even if you go to like counseling or I don't know, you talk to your school teacher, they may say like, do this, you know, put her number one or really treat her super high and things will be great. And on paper that makes sense, and I'm not ever saying to disrespect her. I think you should treat her well, absolutely. But the problem with pedestalizing her or putting her first, what you guys must understand is because the feminine energy is there to support, just make sure we're recording, it's there to support, it's there to help grow that tree, right? Similar to children, this is why they nurture children, this is why men are not adequate or cut to raise children, not to the same extent. We just don't have that capability or nurturing, giving soil, good water, energy. We just can't, right? So because women want to support this tree, if they are number one, right, above your tree, then there's nothing to support. Are they gonna? Does that mean they're supporting themselves? That doesn't make sense. It's a paradox. It's a catch-22. So what I'm saying, guys, is with your tree, a lot of times what happens is men begin to pedestalize women, and now they don't have their tree, or she is your tree. And the problem with this is that from her standpoint, there is now nothing she can support. Your tree is gone. So it fucks everything up. It fucks her up, it fucks you up, it fucks the relationship up. And this is why the fastest way to lose women is to put her first, right? And it's not because we're being mean or nice or anything, it's because then there's nothing greater that you and her can both support. There's no tree, because now she's your tree, and that doesn't make sense, right? So what I'm saying to you guys, like I've made in many videos, but I really need you guys to understand this, is you as men need to have your tree or your mission, number one, which I've made tons of videos, right? It doesn't matter what this tree is. It could be getting in shape, it could be starting a business, it could be, I don't know, getting your money right, it could be your spiritual health, it doesn't matter, but you need some kind of mission. The reason that's so important is because it benefits you both. So guys, to finish it off, I want to touch on one more thing, and this is actually what inspired it. It was the post. I want to give you guys a tangible example of what happens if you don't do this. So let's say you do pedestalize her, you put her first, and you neglect your tree, okay? We can relate this, and this usually happens a lot of times in high school relationships. They're very notorious for this. Let's say the man and the woman get into a relationship for 2 years, 3 years, maybe all throughout high school, right? And you guys see this many times. And a lot of times the man prioritizes her. Maybe he stops talking to his friends. Maybe he doesn't really go to sport practice anymore. He just doesn't really care. Maybe his grades aren't doing the best, but he's always with her. Like it seems like he's always with her 24/7. What inevitably happens is they split. They always do, every single time. And 9.9 out of 10 times it's the girl that splits with the guy. Now, that's okay. It sucks because you're not together, but that's actually not the issue. The issue, and the whole reason I'm making this video, I keep relating it back to this tree, is now that man has backtracked 4 years or 3 years or whatever it is, maybe even 10 years. Because when she leaves, you have built nothing. So what you want to do, and the middle path is, this is what I'm doing, this is what I recommend to you guys, is to have the best of both worlds. Is to have your tree number one, to have it first, your mission, your grades, your practice with your sport team, that scholarship, that physical health, but then to also have her in your life. Because she will be there to support you, to help you, to nurture you. But if she leaves, that's okay. You were building the entire time. There's no loss. You don't lose. So don't make this big mistake that many men do. It's not worth it. To you or to her. It'll fuck everything up and you'll be left with nothing. Literally. Keep your shit number one. It's like insurance. It's like a prenup. Keep your shit number one. If anything splits, that's alright. For both you guys, that's literally okay. And keep moving forward. And if you do stay together, then amazing, dude, even better. Okay? So that is that, guys. I don't ever make these videos, and I want to make this very clear. I don't ever make these videos because I'm misogynist or I'm a woman hater. Dude, I love women. I was raised by a single mom. These are merely just to explain the sexual dynamics between masculinity and femininity to help you guys on your path, because this will happen. This will affect you, period. Okay, so that is that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think down below. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I would love to start a discussion. As always, guys, on the final plugs, if you'd like to work with me on a personal level, guys, there's always one-on-one coaching at maybe transforming your relationships just like this, your health, finding your passions, or serving to the world. There's the self-development course, guys, which is a 4-hour-long automated course that does just that. You guys have been loving that as well. The products, guys, are really fucking good, and the results, I can proudly say I have not had one client or given one service that I did not